Welcome to another update on Tropical Cyclone Marcus via the Force 13's Australia Oceania channel, and in the background is another view of the from the International Space Station flying over the Australian region. And Marcus is now a Cat 4 system, heading for a Cat 5 status within the next 24 hours or less. Sustained winds in the centre of 165 kilometres per hour with wind gusts to 230 kilometres an hour, and it's located within 35 kilometres of 15.3 degrees south, 120 degrees east, 335 kilometres west northwest of Cape Levicki, 380 kilometres northwest of Broome, and moving at 22 kilometres an hour in a westerly direction. Whilst Marcus is tracking steadily towards the west, as mentioned, it's intensified into a Cat 4 severe cyclone and is likely to intensify over the next 2 days as it tracks further away from the Western Australia coast. So that is the latest from the Tropical Cyclone Warning Centre over there in Perth. And shortly the latest NOAA floaters on the system. Currently over there in Western Australia we have a strong upwind warning in place for the West Kimberley coast. We have a flood warning for the West Kimberley district, fire weather warning for the Gascoyne, West Pilbara coast, coastal central west, north fire weather districts. And you can clearly see how well Tropical Cyclone Marcus is developing. Sea surface temperatures up around 30 degrees Celsius. The Joint Typhoon Warning Centre has Marcus near 15.3 degrees south, 119.9 degrees east. Maximum sustained winds 100 knots. Gusting 125. And as mentioned, the system is to the northwest of Broome, tracking west-northwest for 13 knots over the last 6 hours. Environmental analysis shows good poleward and equatorial wood outflow channels. Low vertical wind shear, warm sea surface temperature 30 to 31 degrees Celsius. This is the life of the cyclone up to a few hours ago. Tropical Cyclone 15S will continue to track westward along the northern periphery of the subtropical ridge anchored over Australia. Within the next 24 to 48 hours, the storm will continue to intensify, slowly begin to weaken due to a slight increase in the northeasterly vertical wind shear as it begins to deflect southwest. As the cyclone continues poleward along the ridge axis, conditions will continue to become less favourable with increasing vertical wind shear, cooling sea surface temperature. They say rapid weakening will begin to occur after 72 hours. Extratropical transition will begin around 120 hour mark. And modelling guidance continues to show very good agreement. However, the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track, they have a high confidence. Maximum wave height is 38 feet. In addition to Tropical Cyclone Marcus while we look at the imagery. Tropical low north of Thursday Island is expected to intensify whilst pushing west across the northern Gulf of Carpentaria into the Arafura Sea. Here's some tracks, model guidance on the cyclone. A tropical low will track into the Arafura Sea over the next few days. Another tropical low over the Solomon Sea is forecast to shift southeast into the northeastern Coral Sea during Wednesday, Thursday. The likelihood of either tropical low developing or moving into the eastern region during the next 3 days is rated as very low. That's from the Bureau of Meteorology. However, NOAA is now on board, and hopefully later on this afternoon we'll see the first series of floaters on Invest 93P. I'm just having a quick look to confirm that. 94P, located 10.3 degrees south, 144.0 degrees east, 15 knots, central pressure 1007 millibars. Wind shear, 24-hour shear tendency. This is the western region. 850 millibar vorticity. And for Papua New Guinea, strong wind warning current for all coastal waters of Long Island to Madang, to Bagia, to Wewak, to Itap, to Vanimo, northern Papua New Guinea, Indonesian border, including New Guinea Islands and the Bismarck Sea. The Tropical Cyclone Formation Probability Guide. Now we have a look at the GFS model on the BSCH website. These images are 3 hourly and starting from 10 AM to the same period on Wednesday. Then we have a look at the precipitation instability. Monsoon trough lies 10 south, 140 degrees east to 09 south, 147 east. Low is located 07, 153 east. Second low 09 south, 163 degrees east. And there's a local marine wind warning, strong wind warning. Waters to southern Papua New Guinea Indonesian border through Torres Strait to Taru, to Kaiwa Island, to Karima, to Yule Island, to Hood Point, Samawai Island. Now we have a look at a total accumulated rainfall and note the area in yellow. The severe weather warning has been issued for heavy rainfall for people in parts of the mid-north coast. Hunter forecast districts intense rain over Newcastle Central Coast, Lower Hunter. A coastal trough will develop along the central parts of the coast over the next 24 hours, cradle between two strong high pressure systems. This will bring widespread rain to Newcastle, Lower Hunter, Central Coast on Wednesday. These areas will see some very intense bursts of rain, creating dangerous conditions. So here's the latest from the Bureau of Meteorology, starting off with the 12 hourly rainfall. This is pressure and wind. 100 millimeters to 200 millimeters expected over the warning area during Wednesday, and may receive more than 200 millimeters. Areas to be impacted: Newcastle, Gosford, Cessnock, Maitland, Morisset, Singleton, Rayong, Entrance, Lake Macquarie, Woy Woy, Wollombi, Dungog and Kanoa. We will provide updated information on that. This is a look at the Himawari 8 satellite view for the western region. So the BOM Meteorology New South Wales has issued a severe weather warning for heavy rainfall, and I'm not surprised that that has eventuated. Now here's a look at the total forecast of rain. Rainfall scale right hand side of the screen, and you can definitely see the dark green, the blue, and this is only a conservative look. And it's the Gulf of Carpentaria and Cape York. And if the Invest 94P develops, it'll be Tropical Cyclone Noah. And the current chart for Marcus, and look at the shift in direction, and the cone now has Perth inside the area. And this is a look at the Himawari 8 Papua New Guinea radar or satellite view. Now we look at the latest wind shear for Australia's eastern southwest Pacific region. The 24-hour shear tendency. And upper level divergence, very, very healthy. And stay tuned to Force 13, and here's Nathan.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, which has had a revamp and is still under reconstruction, but take a look. Also YouTube, of course, if you haven't subscribed, that might be a good idea. Visit Force 13. We're also on Facebook under the same name, of course, and you can like us on there, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Search Force 13, all in text for those. You can also add Force 13 on Skype, or my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.